The Scout revival is moving full speed ahead. If you haven't heard, Volkswagen owns the rights to the Scout brand name and plans to bring it back to life as an automaker focused on electric trucks and SUVs. I'm extremely curious to see how this all turns out, as it easily could be awesome or an awful use of a classic American car name. First things first though, Scout has to start building these things, and the first steps are underway. So, where does the Scout name come from? Originally, the Scout was a model from the International Harvester brand. They produced road vehicles like the Scout, the Travelall, the A-Series and R-Series pickup trucks, and a few more. Additionally, they built agricultural equipment, commercial trucks, motorhomes, and earth movers. At some point in the 80s, the truck portion of the business became Navistar, and in 2020, Volkswagen bought out the remaining shares of that part of the business, and that included the rights to the Scout name. Back in the day, the Scout was a Jeep competitor. The first Scout arrived in 1960 as a 1961 model, and International produced different versions of it all the way through to 1980. More modern competition arrived in a few years, like the Bronco and the Blazer, and like those other models, the Scout 2 grew in size, and it was literally called the Scout 2. The Scout, both in its early 80s body style and the larger 2, is an icon of the four-wheel drive world. So it's very cool to see the potential VW is tapping into with this brand. I also think electric off-roaders can be very good at the task at hand, since torque is immediately available when you need it, plus it can be moved to exactly the wheel that most needs it at a given moment. So the modern Scout Motors is ready to bring this all to life. That means it needs a production facility, and now it has one. Scout Motors will build its vehicles at a plant in South Carolina. The plan is to begin production in 2026, and with this new plant you have new jobs, which is always a great thing to hear. In fact, Volkswagen says the Scout Motors plant will bring on 4,000 new jobs. Volkswagen is pouring $2 billion into this plant in Blythewood, South Carolina, and it should be ready to build more than 200,000 vehicles per year when it's running at full tilt. And Scout is saying that this plant is solely a Scout plant. So what will the future Scout models look like? The brand has only released teaser renders so far, but I think the design philosophy is heading in the right direction. The truck and SUV look squared off, the tires look rugged, and I really hope Scout sticks the landing on this one. I love vintage, boxy off-road vehicles. I own one myself, not a Scout, but a first-gen Montero. So I truly appreciate and enjoy these types of machines. And I'm more curious than ever as to what a modern electric Scout will look like, and just what it will be able to do out on the trail. I'm sitting here daydreaming about tossing a mountain bike in the back of the pickup version and heading off on a little adventure. I'll have to wait until 2026 at least for that to happen, so for now, I'm gonna hop on AutoTrader and see what boxy gas-powered rigs are up for sale. You should do the same, and sound off in the comments if you find anything cool out there.